emergency. This has been very well received. This could well be a spectacular movie. Maybe it is. I'm not so sure. Now, thinking about it, I remember reading in the psychology classics. I was lucky enough, and I also recommend to you, if that's anybody taking my wonderful advice. Reading 50 psychology classics, the book, and then saying, wow, it's so great because it has 5-10 minutes of each, and then you're invited, more like 10 of course, about the author, to go and explore more and move to the classics within themselves. Martin Seligman, founder of positive psychology, Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, co-founder of positive psychology, Nathaniel Branden, an expert on self-esteem. Dina might not be among them, but he's one of the greats too. Malcolm Gladwell, of course, and on and on. And at one point you read about so many tests, so many experiments, and that's also brilliant. And in one of them, they look at people and they see that in fact there is a racism that is not acknowledged. In fact, we can see this with the opium epidemic, wherein white people are affected in huge majority, if not all of them, most of them, because they thought what people of color do not suffer the same consequences, they don't experience pain. Sometimes this was conscious, but most often it is unconscious. People don't realize they have this bias. So here we have the effects of racism used in the context where we are amused, we laugh, but then it also gets serious because the premise is this. First of all, we have some funny, awkward scenes in the beginning when the two protagonists, two of the three protagonists are in class, and then comes this professor from England, and she's putting the N word on the table, on the blackboard inside, and she keeps, with nonchalance, what makes this so powerful? She doesn't say atrocious, she doesn't say offensive, or powerful, like, it's a good word, and between those faces, and it's amusing in its enormity, and then they go to the place and they found a white woman passed out on the floor. She had been in one of those frat parties, which is something they have to do. I mean, they plan to do in the night, parties all over the place and drinking. And that's what she had done, and now she's on the floor, which they don't know. I mean, they just see a white woman unconscious. Let's call 911. Oh, wait. They should have done that. That's easy, obviously. But then there's the George Floyd context, these many situations where people of color have been killed and or arrested. For no good reason in this case. So the police will come and they will find us with this, and they will believe our story that we found her on the floor, which they did. I mean, they have found her. Let's call this guy and have him. They have a white friend. He's out of town. So the options. Let's take her to the hospital, and that's what they put her in the car, but then joy of all sorts. Some of it funny, some of it not so funny, or quite dramatic, really. I episode was also uh, very good, amusing. So one of them thinks, let me go to this friend I have or something. I don't have the details clear so much, because I must say from one point on, I wasn't enjoying it so much. Perhaps because of a slight mistake. I watched 15-20 minutes too much and stopped and said, okay, this is good, I have to see this with my daughter, and then watch those 15-20 minutes again. And although this is good, it doesn't, for me at least, it doesn't rise to such a level that I can see after a few days so much again and have, wow, the same, or no. So anyway, that's where I stopped, and then came back and said, okay, let's see this together. So the front, the olive color, brown, black, and they're playing some games, betting maybe, I'm not sure, but at the friend's house, one of them, I didn't put up, is in to try and explain, okay, give me your car, because he cannot move on now with this car he has. They broke a light, and police might stop them because of broken backlights and so on. And somehow the girl has a moment of lucidity in her drunkenness. She's very pissed. And she's looking around in the car, and she has somebody with her to keep her from. One of them knows CPR, and good details such as don't let her, because she can throw and then drown and die in her own family. But when she's like, who are you? And she starts screaming and kicking and breaks the noise of the they're all trying to help her, right? Keep her alive. Although they should have called. So opens the doors, jumps into the room where we have these heavy weights, and she fell on the floor. She had vomited on the place before. Well, fun. And what is this? And the same problem again, amplified. Quite young, very young girl. It turns out she's underage. She's only in high school, so she's not even 18. That's anathema. So in the middle of the room, so the guests and leaving. Whoa. And the host is like, what? You want my money? Out of your freaking money. And then it fizzles out somewhat to me.